So big up Sam, big up Omar, big up Mumsy, yeah.
Big damn.
Jazz After Dark. This was like the jazz cafe place or the jazz club where she used to go and play. They gave her first chance to go on stage and do her thing. Go there if you want. It's a wicked little place to go and visit. It's in Soho. I believe it's on Berwick Street. But yeah, go check that out. Sam is a lovely guy. He's an artist. All paintings are like original paintings in there. He's got loads of paintings of all the artists that have performed there. And he's a really good guy. And his son Omar is a film producer, actor. He's a really cool guy as well. And I've kept in contact with him over the years. But I got in, she went there one night, right?
Yeah.
And I got a phone call from Sam and Omar saying, would you like to come in and shoot some pictures? So I was like, yeah, cool.
Yeah.
So I went in and she was on stage and she was singing. She looked really, really good, yeah? And I went to take some pictures. And as I was taking the pictures, so I've got my eye up against the viewfinder, right? And it's just gone dark. So I lifted my head up and the security guard's there.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh, my days.
And he's looking at me, he's going, no pictures, bro. And I was like, he walked to the bar. So I walked to the bar with him, right? And I'm like, come on, bro. I'm like, what's up? And he's like, look, just leave her alone. I was like, look, I've been invited in by management. Yeah, they own the place. I'm taking pictures for them. She looks really good. Like, she looks really cool. You know, she looks clean. She looks beautiful, you know. He's like, no pictures. I was like, look, I said, you know we've got the family connection, right? He was like, what? I was like, me and Amy, we've got a family connection. Like my family and her family and friends. Why don't we just do some stuff together? Rather than having to fight everybody outside. Yeah. Why don't we just do some stuff together and everything's nice? Do you know what I mean? I can get rid of all these guys easy. Yeah, I know how it works. Yeah. And he was like, talk to Neville. Yeah. So the other security guard. So I went over there, I started talking to this other guy, Neville. First security guard was Andrew, yeah, top guy, right? Anyway, so I started talking to Neville. And literally, you know when you're talking to someone and you can watch your words coming out the other side?
Yeah.
You ever had that?
Yeah.
Their face was just blank and I was literally like going, yeah, we can do it.
Yeah.
And I'm just watching it go like in and out.
Yeah.
Sometimes some people are like that.
And he weren't taking none of it in whatsoever.
Yeah.
Can hear you,
And he just got up and he just walked away, man. I was like, do you know what? Whatever. And I ended up walking out this place. I walked out there into Berwick Street, really small, thin street, yeah. And there was like hundreds of people out there. Fans, photographers, like obviously people have stopped. Like, who's in there? Oh, Amy Winhouse. Oh. Tourists are stopping. Like it's just packed. The street is packed, right?
Yeah, I can imagine. Yeah.
Anyway, when it's time to come out, I was like, do you know what? I'm not even taking no pictures. I went and stood right at the back of it all, and I just stood there and I watched the commotion, right? And there was tables flying everywhere. There was chairs went flying.
Why did people stop throwing
people just trying to get to her.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
So
it's like,
like a scam.
have you ever played rugby or anything like that?
Yeah,
You've been in a scrum where it's just like,
Them ones.
you're getting in there. You
Yeah.
just don't care what's going on. You're trying to get to that ball kind of thing. That's similar sort of thing. Like when you're trying to get a photo or people are just, it's free foot. People are just going mad.
Wow.
Yeah, and I just stood there and watched it. There's tables flying, there's chairs flying. They hit the door of the club. Came off the hinges.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, there's pictures of it in the book, and she ended up like throwing a punch or something happened outside, and they got her into the van. And the security, both of them who I just spoken to, yeah, they're both looking at me as if I've like organised all of this shit, promotion, right? They're like looking at me, and he's going, and I'm going. Anyway, the next day I'm in the office because I had a little office in Stanmore. I'm in the office, the phone goes, and it was Ray, Amy's manager, who she sung about in her songs, yeah?
Okay.
And he's like, Elliot. I was like, yeah. He's like, it's Ray. I need you to come down to Ray Cosby, his name is, yeah? Sorry, Ray Cos... I need to get that right, don't I? Ray, stop it.
Oh, we just call him Ray.
Can we stop that so I get it right?
I'll cut it out anyways.
Yeah,
cool.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Ray, Amy's manager, called me and he's like, Elliot, can you come speak to us? So I was like, oh God, what have I done? So we ended up going down, and me, my brother and my dad, we went down to the house in Hadley Wood, walked in. Amy was there for a little bit, but she left. She went off into another room, and I walked into the next room along, and the whole Amy Winehouse team were in there. Like literally everybody was in this room, round the table, and they're like, "Oh, sit down." I'm like, "Oh God!" Like
you're thinking it's due.
I'm just thinking it's what's what's happened. Like they're gonna start blaming me for stuff or whatever, yeah. And they were like, "Can we trust you?" So Mitch is like, "Can we trust you?" And I was like, "Yeah, of course. Like, how long have I known? I've known you years. Do you know what I mean? Of course you can." And they were like, "Look, the press is getting really bad. It always seems to be bad pictures, yeah. And it's very easy to make someone look bad in a photo because look, when you've got 1,000 flashes going on, your eyes are popping. Do you know what I mean? You might move your chin a little bit and look a little bit off key. Do you know what I mean?
True.
And that's the picture they're choosing. Oh, look how messed up she was. Look how did it. Yeah, and she like, yeah, all right. She used to have fun, but you know, like.
But some pictures used to make it look
privacy as well. You know.
Yeah. That's key.
But they were just like always constantly like, look at her, it's terrible. And like, so they needed some help, and I agreed with them there and then, like, let's do it. Like, I'll get rid of all of these guys. We'll only shoot good stuff. Anything you don't like, we'll delete.
Yeah.
And you're happy, you're in control of it. We all shook hands. The 3 security, so Anthony, Biggs and Neville have now been told,
You're part of the team.
Take Elliot's number, shake hands, take Elliot's number, yeah? You now got to call him everywhere you go.
Shit, you're in the game now.
I'm in the game, right? So I'm thinking, all right, cool. We left. I'm thinking they ain't gonna call. They're never gonna call. Do you know what I mean? We've been spending, like, they were cool guys. Like I've chatted to them like so much.
Yeah.
Like they're cool, but when it came down to like doing their job, they were very good at it. Yeah, they didn't care who's in front of them. They'd push you away. They'd throw a punch if they needed to. Do you know what I mean? Like they'll protect their baby, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, so I'm at home. The phone goes. My wife was there actually. She's my wife now. She's my girlfriend at the time. And the phone went, and it was, I think it was Neville or whoever, one of them, and he was like, Cottons, Camden, 7 p.m. I just put the phone down on me.
Just like that?
Just like that.
Some James Bond shit?
Yeah. Yeah, bang, gone, right?
Wow.
So I'm like, all right, cool. My brother's out anyway, he's doing something, so I'm like, right, okay, I guess I've got to go to Camden. I looked at my missus, I'm like, you got to come Camden with me. She was like, why? I was like, because the security are Jamaican. Yeah. My wife's Jamaican, yeah? So I was like, you got to come because this is an icebreaker, right? So I took her, she was like,